Hi, Pisces. Thank you so much for tuning in to your August 2021 Tarot and Oracle card reading. Quick, some business information. I do have private readings available, so there's a link below to my Etsy shop. And that link is below in the description for you if any of you are needing extra guidance or if you have any questions. I do have some spots available in my schedule for you. So there is that. And last but not least, thank you so much for subscribing, commenting, and sharing. It's very helpful for the channel, and I'm so grateful for all of your support. So Pisces, you have a lot of energy, and I was getting a lot of messages tuning into your energy. One of the things that I saw was this month of August, some of you may find that you are remembering a lot of things from your past. I saw that some of you may be physically going back home. And some of you might actually be leaving home for the first time. So for those of you who might be moving or going off to college or something like that, there is this energy of reflecting back on your past, reflecting back on your life, even reflecting back on your childhood, things that have maybe lingering or unfinished business. That's the main word that I keep hearing is confronting unfinished business or things that you might have forgotten about or not really thought about in a long time. Memories may be coming back. People may be coming back. Connections and relationships may be coming back in order for you to take a second look at it, kind of come full circle, and to ask yourself, are you ready to let this go? Or is there some unfinished business here where we still need to deal with? Or is there a reconnection happening as well? I also saw that this might have been very specific to probably just one of you, is that someone may be going home to close down like a family business. I saw that just popped up in my head as I was tuning into your energy. So that may be something that is, specific to probably just one person. Yeah, there's a lot of movement here. I do see a lot of travel. So one of the main things is I see kind of this moving on to a new stage or a new place in your life. And so I feel like in August, there'll be a lot of this being in between two worlds. So you're kind of closing a chapter, but you're not quite finished with it yet. And you're also kind of moving into something new, but you're not quite in that yet as well. So you're kind of teetering in between this transition phase. So that's going to be that's going to play a major role. That's going to be the major theme for this month for you, Pisces, in August of 2021. So some of the cards that just kept falling out as I was shuffling your cards was we have the Knight of Pentacles and then we have the Two of Pentacles crossing that. So for me, Knight of Pentacles is new beginnings in business ventures. It could be education, kind of setting out on a new path, a career path, learning new things. I am strongly seeing college, and I know August, I think a lot of you are going back to college or starting college. So that is very strong. That energy is coming strongly through. So there may be like something new there. I also feel like there's also something in business. So for those of you who own your own businesses or are part of, a business, I think that there is some travel required. So some of you may be needing to go someplace for the business. I'm also seeing that some of you are putting out a project. So something that a team of you or, it's just you and your business, you could have been working on a project or a product. And this month you may find that you're required to kind of put yourself out there or present your project to somebody, and that may require travel. There's this energy of presenting what you have been working on. So kind of ready to see if your endeavors, your hard work is ready to fly, ready to kind of take on its own, like see what the world has to say about it, see what is going to come out of all the work that you've done. And I feel like that can play out in different ways here. So it could be in work. Also, like with school, it's like, when you go off to college, it's like all this education, everything, you're ready to go on to this next stage. So that kind of vibe. So however that applies to you. Yeah. So, and I love that the Fool card popped out. So the Fool card again is new beginnings, kind of trekking out onto this new path. I do feel like for some of you, it's an elevated path. So for those of you who are kind of ready to move up to the next level. So I'm also seeing maybe some of you have just finished up a program or just finished maybe getting your license in something and you're ready to kind of start practicing in whatever field that you're in. And then at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like whatever new phase this is, it does have possibilities or potential for a lot of stability. It has a bright future ahead. I'm also seeing that for some of you may have a very good support system. So maybe some of you have very good like family, like a mother figure. Usually queens are, I always associate it with like a mother figure or, someone that can kind of nurture and hold space for people. So I feel like they are very knowledgeable, know a lot about whatever field or industry, like they kind of know what they're doing. They're seasoned. So some of you may be working with someone as an apprentice or kind of working under someone, or some of you may even have a boss that has these types of characteristics, or you yourself are starting to step into this role of being this leader or this person that is ready to put forward all of your knowledge and your skills and ready to kind of take on more of this leadership role. So there's this kind of taking a new seat in life. Ace of Swords. Yeah. So I also feel like for some of you who are feeling confused about maybe if you've been kind of playing around with options in terms of career. I'm also seeing in relationships as well with the Ace of Swords here, that for some of you, if you're kind of not really sure where you stand or where you want to put your energy, I feel like in the month of August, you're going to be clearing out a lot of the clutter emotionally and mentally. I feel like you're going to prioritize the things that truly matter to you and not really focus so much on the things that don't. I see you very focus driven this month, Pisces. I'm also seeing that some of you may be kind of transitioning out of your social circles. So some of you may, find that you want a new group of friends, or you just want to be around different kinds of people because maybe the people that you have, been around just they don't resonate anymore. There seems to be a lot of letting go emotionally of some relationships here. Wow, lots of pentacles. I really like this. Yeah, okay. You want to make sure that you're making the right choices, what I'm seeing with the Ace of Pentacles and Four of Cups. You want to make sure that whatever is being offered to you, that Ace of Cups. I love this. This is a lot of offerings of, Ten of Cups at the bottom. This is a really sweet month for you, August. I feel like there's a lot of, how do I say this? There is a lot of clarity in it feels like a very linear path. It doesn't really feel like there's a whole lot of things going on at once. It's not chaotic. It is a month of being very clear about what it is that you want from your life and only focusing on those things. And it seems like in this month that relationships and your career are going to be the forefront of your focus. Because with the 10 of Cups, I am seeing that you want that emotional fulfillment. And also here with the 4 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles too. I'm going to pull a clarifying card for most of these as well, but I do sense that it's going to be where you're not going to settle. You don't want to settle. And also some of you may be fearing that some opportunities may pass you by, or you may be resistant to new opportunities. Because Ace of Pentacles it's potential, I love this, how you have Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. You have a lot of options here that are being offered to you. You want to get into that space. But you want to make sure that it honors you on a emotional level as well. I feel that you're also placing a focus on whatever comes towards you, that it also kind of honors you as well as sustains you physically as well. Clarifying card for Knight of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles. Oops. Okay. Yeah, it does really seem like there are some of you who might you may find that you're going at something alone. So I really am sensing that some of you are kind of moving, but you're just moving on your own. Like some of you could be physically moving, but some of you could also just be starting your own business and it's just you. It's like a one person show. Queen of Earth, which this is so beautiful because we have the Queen of Pentacles down here as well, which is also the Queen of Earth. Yeah, so this is a month where I really see you putting yourself out there, Pisces. There's something really unique that you're doing. There's also you're leveling up in whatever field that you're in. You're kind of moving on to the next level, or you're expanding. I feel like you've done a lot of inner work, and now there's this call or this drive to do something that's more of your calling or your purpose. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Okay, so we have the Sun clarifying the Ace of Swords. So there is something being illuminated this month. Something will be very clear. Something will become very clear to you. So if some of you are kind of playing around, so I feel like what I'm seeing is that you could maybe have a few options of how you want to present an idea, or maybe there's a few options, a few things that you're passionate about, or there's a couple things that you're talented at or that you're very good at, and you're not quite sure where you feel like you should put your focus on. I feel like this month you may find that becomes a lot more clear, that your reasoning for certain things or what's going to fulfill you the most, like where should you put most of your energy, is going to become clear, because I feel like you're doing that by kind of playing around with, just kind of seeing what sticks. So like kind of putting different things out there and not really cutting off any of your options, and seeing which one fulfills you the most, see which one resonates with you the most, or which one gets the most, where you see the most response out of. And I'm also seeing that there is going to, how do I say this? There is going to be a clearing, or because you are clearing some of the relationships that you're in, it will help to facilitate some new new opportunities. It will kind of help bring that to you much faster, because there could be some relationships that you're in or people that you associate with that could serve as a hindrance or a block. Like just maybe some people who don't want to see you grow, who don't want to see you out of that space. And I don't see that it's out of a malicious way. It's more of kind of like, we want you to be here with us. We don't want you to grow without us. We don't want you to go off on your own without us. We want you to stay at our level. And I am seeing for you, Pisces, that there's this expansion, there's this growth. And there's something that and I feel like there's something that it's been on your mind for a while. That there's need to separate from something so you can grow. That's going to be very important for you. Okay, so we have the Fool, the Messenger of Air clarifying the Fool card. And this is in your past position here. Yeah, so this is exploring your ideas. This is kind of seeing what's going to work for you, not really knowing where you shine the most. And I feel like you've taken that time to kind of explore that. You've kind of just, wherever you found inspiration or wherever seemed interesting to you, kind of went in that direction, and you played around with it and felt and saw if it really resonated with you. And so you're coming from this place of exploration and research. And I think by doing that, you kind of found your calling. And whether that changes in the future or not doesn't seem to concern you too much right now. Because right now, where you are feels good. And it feels like you have a sense of direction and a sense of purpose in the month of August. And I feel like in the last couple of months, it's been possibly a bit confusing. It could be, I could sense that there's a bit of a halt or stagnancy. I think that a lot of signs have felt that stagnancy in these past few months. And I feel like in August, there's a clearing, there's a warming, there's like this thawing of just things that have just felt frozen for a while. So I think that in August, you'll be pleasantly surprised, or you will feel this thing starting to finally bloom, things starting to finally kind of come into focus. And I feel like you'll feel more aligned. And I'm hearing that alignment will come back. So maybe some of you have felt the alignment, and then you kind of, maybe because of the energies and all the shifts that have been happening, because maybe for some of you, you might have had to go back and heal some things that you thought you healed, or some things that might have been overlooked on your journey. So that might have caused some halt or a stagnancy for you to be able to move forward. So in August, I feel like because you kind of did go back and did a little bit more of this residual healing or kind of clearing up loose ends, that in August, you'll start to see this teetering in between the two worlds. You'll start to see it actually kind of come into focus. It'll become more clear. Okay, in your present emotions, you have the Queen of Cups, which is a beautiful energy to be in. This is a mastery of your emotions. This is being very, very confident and empowered, emotionally empowered in yourself. Being relaxed, not needing to overexert yourself, overly trying to prove yourself or explain yourself. You are a lot more in your element, a lot more in you're in an alignment. And that happens when we're very confident in like where we're supposed to be, or who we're supposed, or what we feel like we're supposed to do, or where we feel like we shine the most. we don't really go at things with this attitude of I need to prove myself. It's more of I've done the work to know, at least at this point in my life, this is where I feel like the most alive. And this makes my soul come alive. And I'm going to allow myself to embrace that. And I don't have to know the whole way through. I don't have to see the whole path ahead. This is just where I am now, and I'm happy right now. And this is where I'm just going to let that lead the way. So there's this emotional surrender, but also an emotional mastery that's mixed in with that. And I'm seeing that for some of you, you may actually come across an individual that helps you come to that place. So if some of you are struggling to live from that place, because I am seeing that some of you want that emotional connection, you want that spiritual alignment with yourself. You kind of want to be able to know how to be that spiritual, embodiment of yourself and kind of live in this physical realm. That there may be someone that comes into your life, could be a teacher, could be a guide, a mentor, that kind of shows you how to do that. So you may find that you have a role model this month. 5 of Earth, yeah. There's this outgrowing of old limiting belief systems. And I feel like some of it might have to do with your finances and may have something to do with your career, your purpose. Because it's like you want to live from a spiritual place, but you also need to make money and you also need to be able to provide for yourself. So there might be also this reframing of how you choose to see how things work. Like you may find that, some of your old belief systems around money, around finances may change. Because 5 of Earth, for me, I always see as needing to feel like you're safe and you're provided for. Like you can take care of yourself. Some of you might have experienced some kind of hit or loss in money in these past few years or past few months. So there may also be an emotional healing, is what I just heard right now with the Queen of Cups and the 5 of Earth. Some of you may also find that it affected you on not just like on a physical level, but there could have been a financial loss or something to do with finances or not being able to, maybe make as much as you want or kind of feeling like it's stagnant or business is slow, or there may be some kind of loss there that we're healing from. It might have made us feel like, we're out in the cold. And feeling like there's this feeling of feeling left out, feeling like we don't belong. So that could be another energy that's coming in for some of you who have been feeling that there's a healing that's available here. I want to pick out another card here, actually. Another clarifying card for the 5 of Earth and Queen of Cups, please. Yeah, Ace of Fire. Okay. So some of you might be, some of you might get some new ideas for how to kind of reverse this energy, to kind of build, some of you may build some new prosperity for yourself through new ideas. You may feel that there's this spark of new energy. Some of you may also use some of the experiences that you've been through, like your wisdom, the things that you know about life, the things that you know about your life, and kind of somehow finding a way to incorporate that into a business idea or into somehow creating finances for yourself or stability for yourself. Because there is a lot of Pentacles energy in this reading. So I know that there's a strong focus on really wanting to have that abundance in your life and feeling safe there. You want to feel safe that you're provided for and that you can provide for yourself. Some of you might have also have gone through a breakup or a divorce where you ended up taking a financial hit. So I like that you have some very positive cards coming from that, though, because it does seem like there's a healing taking place. There is a shift. There's a reversal of some of that energy, which I like to see. Okay, let's do a clarifying card for the Three of Swords. So this is in your environmental sphere, Three of Swords. Could be disappointment, heartbreak, betrayal. But I feel like it's healing. I'm really being drawn to the light that's kind of coming down from the clouds, that's kind of behind the Three of Hearts, the Three Swords in the heart. I feel like there is a healing. There might be something that happens this month that really kind of pulls you out of this state. I'm also hearing that for the Three of Swords, wow, I love this. Okay, Queen of Air. Queen of Air I've always seen as someone who has been through a lot of trials and tribulations and has grown immensely from it. So someone who has seen life, experienced life, know what life can be like, and uses that to turns it into wisdom and creates something out of it and allows herself or himself to grow because of it. And I really strongly feel like there are some of you that are using the things that you have been through in your life and using it for your benefit. Turning the tables for yourself, creating something for yourself. Some of you, I really am seeing that maybe some of you are or might be writing something or maybe just talking to people. You may find that you want to help other people. You want to be of service in some way. You want to put it out there in some way. And I think that it could be cathartic for you as well. It could be healing for you as well as you do this process. But it's also a way for you to make use of some of the things that you have been through. There is these nuggets of wisdom that you have from your life. And it will kind of start off, and I feel like that will become clear to you this month as well. What is it that you want to talk about? Or it could be a target audience. Is there a specific demographic of people that you really want to connect with? That you feel like you can really serve or be of service to? So, finding where you belong there, that is in alignment with your soul, with who you really are, and, part of the path of why you're here. It doesn't have to be everything. I am hearing that, don't get too caught up on it being perfect or it being the thing. It can just be part of your path right now. If some of you are still unsure, just start somewhere. It doesn't have to be the main, what you end up doing down the road, but just get started somewhere is what I'm hearing. Okay. So a clarification card for the Ace of Pentacles and Four of Cups. I am hearing strongly from the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Cups that it's important to, I feel like there is, I'm hearing that there's like this fear behind maybe missing an opportunity or being having too many walls up so you don't block like this, you don't block the opportunities when they come. I am seeing that you have very good opportunities coming, but I am seeing that for some of you, you may feel kind of resistant just because you don't want to get hurt or you don't want to make the wrong choice. So let's get a clarification card for that. A clarifying card for the Ace of Pentacles and Four of Cups, please. Yeah. Yeah, this is, okay, so I'm strongly feeling that this is going to be about believing in yourself. You may find that self-doubt creeps in, or you're afraid that self-doubt will creep in. So giving some things a chance, having faith that not everything is out to get you, that good things can come, that these opportunities are good. So it would be good to kind of be aware of maybe some self-sabotaging behaviors. Yeah. There's like this bravery. I believe this is the Strength card in the traditional tarot, the Love card. And this is, no, it's not. Sorry, there is a Strength card here. I think this is the Lover's card, actually. But there is this like sense of having that belief in oneself. Like to be enough to be vulnerable, enough to allow you to like believe that things could work out. Ace of Cups. I love that we have the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups at the final outcome and at the, overarching theme of your reading. There's this emotional fulfillment. There's this opportunity. Ace of Cups is and Ten of Cups as well. Actually, you have some very, very auspicious, beautiful cards in this spread. We have the Sun card, we have the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And that's emotional fulfillment. It's, everything kind of coming for you, everything happening for you, things blooming. It's the calm after the storm is what I'm hearing. Clarification card for the Ace of Cups, please. I'm also seeing relationships. So some of you may find that, you find like a whole new group of friends, or you find a whole new soul tribe. I'm hearing soul tribe very strongly with these two cards, actually, Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So being on this path will help you to find people who are like you or like-minded like you, or just resonate a lot better with you. That helps you to kind of have these partnerships and these relationships that feed you, that nourish you, that help you to propel you forward. And that's what I was feeling with the Love card as well, is that, it could be related to your work in some way. So, starting off on this path of new projects and new business ventures, or even school, don't be afraid to meet people. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to talk to people who may be different from what you would normally pick. I know that you're coming from a place of heartbreak, and I know that you've been through a lot. I can see that. But there is a change in trajectory here for you. So I think that in this spread with these cards, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, even with the Ace of Cups, that it's going to be important for you to not throw the baby out with the bathwater. That yes, you can't trust everybody and people will hurt you, but that doesn't mean that's everybody though. So Be discerning, and you know that. I know you know that because you're showing up as the Queen of Air here. I really strongly feel that's you. So you know that, but I think that, it's also good to this month. It feels like it would also be good to don't have too many walls up. 9 of water. Wow. So beautiful. There's so much happiness. There's so much fulfillment. I mean, 9 of water it's this being able to feel so like lavishly fulfilled. So there's something really beautiful coming for you in the month of August. I'm not sure what it is. It could be, different for different people since these are general readings. So it could show up very differently for all of you. But I do feel like there's something really, really wonderful emotionally coming in. Something that will bring a lot of emotional fulfillment. And I think will be very healing for you. And I am seeing that for some of you, it has something to do with your work. It's tied in with your work. And at the bottom, we have the messenger of earth. Yeah, there's a work that's very, very fulfilling for you. Okay, let's pick out some oracle cards here. What is Pisces guidance card for the month of August 2021? Oh, wow. Yeah, some of you are ready to kind of walk through some big portal here. And I just see that on the other side that there's massive potential there. And I'm strongly hearing, don't worry about how old you are. I'm seeing that I'm hearing that. For some of you, you may think that like, oh, well, that part of my life has passed and there's something here. And and it'll show up again differently for different people, however it applies to your situation and where you are in your life. But in the month of August, you may find that you have this spark, this something change, something different. And it could also come from like a healing. I am seeing that for some of you who are a bit older, that like if you're not going off to college or starting a new career, like if you're retired or you're kind of in that second stage of your life, I'm seeing that for some of you, there could be a massive healing that's coming in. Healing from the past, because I did see that in the beginning of the reading before I even pulled up any cards, that there could be this reminiscing of memories, reminiscing of looking back on your life or looking back in the past and something coming into focus, something being clear so you can finally let it go. Because there is this heart healing, there's this opening, there is this being able to kind of finally put something down. And because you're able to put something down or you're able to kind of, let some of the baggage or heaviness go, that it will help you to walk into a different energetic place. You'll feel different. I like this month. I feel like August is going to be a really good month. Which is good because I think we all need that. Okay. What is Pisces challenge card for the month of August 2021? What is Pisces challenge card? Transformation. Yeah. Okay. So I'm hearing resistance. And again, I heard that with this too, with the 4 of Cups. Resistance to the transformation will be what you're going to be, you may find that a bit challenging. You may find it a bit difficult to kind of remember some things, or you may find it difficult to let some things go, or you may find it difficult to make those physical moves, or to believe in yourself enough to put yourself out there. You're going to be challenged to come out of your comfort zone this month. Okay, what can Pisces look forward to? Ooh, I love that. Oh, I love this. Yeah, healing chaos. Yeah, I think that pleasure and openness. This is so beautiful. I love that. Yeah, and I like that the pleasure is sitting on top of the 9 of water and Ace of water. You're gonna feel good this month. You're gonna enjoy yourself this month. If you can allow yourself to not resist so much the changes that are happening automatically, that you can kind of walk through the portal. You can kind of transition into, like, go through the gate. Don't hold yourself back from going through the gate. Yeah, and just know that some of the things that may come up, because I did strongly feel that some memories come up, or old, wounds, things coming to the surface. Just know that they're coming to the surface to be healed, so you can greet it, so you can see it goodbye, or, deal with it in the way that you want to deal with it. But there is this energy of needing to kind of surrender to what's happening and not resist it so much, and just kind of take it one day at a time and allow whatever comes up to come up, and then follow your instincts, follow what is inspiring you at that moment, and just go that way. And don't worry so much about if you're doing it right or wrong. And I'm feeling guided to also put this one down as well. New beginnings. Yeah, you're definitely in a new stage, but not quite there yet, though. I kind of feel like you're in the middle, like you're in between the stages. And it doesn't feel like a crossroad or anything like that. It feels like you know what the path is. It's just a matter of kind of like you're at the door. It feels like you're at the door, getting ready to walk through the door. Okay, let's pick out an animal totem card for August 2021. Animal totem for Pisces. I saw a wolf. Oh, wow. Open to infinite possibility. And I love that, because we have the openness card here too. So there is going to be a lot of choices in front of you. And I'm hearing, like, don't judge things like really quickly. Give some things a chance. You also have spider spirit, make your dreams real. And I'm being drawn to the web. Like how the spider weaves this web, like puts in that work. And I feel like you've done that, and you continue to do it. And then skunk spirit, know your worth. Yeah, there is a strong vibe of honoring yourself and knowing, like, what do I deserve? And some things, sometimes when we ask ourselves that question and we're honest about, what we're really worth, sometimes we can see how in certain areas in our life where we're playing small or we're selling ourselves short. So that may be something that you're confronted with this month as well. Am I doing myself a disservice by associating myself with these people, or by doing this type of job instead of when I know I can do something different, or something that's more in resonant with my spirit? Okay, now let's also pick last deck of cards here is for relationships. So what does Pisces need to know? Ooh, I love that. Oh, only time will tell. That's the message. I'm really feeling like I'm hearing give something time and give something a chance. Like just start on the journey and don't worry about where it's going to end up, because I'm hearing that you're being led and it's kind of like a challenge, or you're being tested to kind of trust yourself. Let's see what the image is in here. Oh yeah. Follow your heart. And I'm hearing don't betray your heart. So I don't know what that means for how that relates to some of you, but I heard don't betray your heart. So I feel like someone needed to hear that. And I'm hearing that there's a healing. I actually want to put the healing chaos card with this one. There is a healing going on here. And I feel like, there's some kind of heartbreak that you're healing. And I feel like it's been there for a long time. It's like almost like it's been calcified. It's been there for so long. And I feel like seeing something clear there's this clarity that's coming in. That you'll be able to finally kind of start to heal that. There may be a strong focus on your heart space this month. You'll be really focusing on healing the heart chakra. So you can allow yourself to bravely let go of these wounds. And I'm hearing stop protecting yourself from them. Oh, wow, that feels really powerful when I said that. Stop protecting yourself from feeling your wounds. Because I feel like it's keeping this chaos, like it's keeping this tornado like locked inside you, and it wants to just release it. Like just kind of let it out and let the healing happen so you can move forward. So that's going to be, there's a strong focus on healing that heart space and opening yourself up to something new. And I feel like in August, there's this preparation for that. That it's a lot of inner work. It's a lot of internal work, which I don't feel like you're shying away from too much. It's just, this is what's happening now. It's time. You're being invited to kind of go through this process. And that's up to you whether you want to accept that invitation or not. But that is what's kind of being presented to you in the month of August. Okay, Pisces. I think that's a really, really interesting reading. And I think that actually a lot of this energy I don't feel like it's just specific to Pisces. I feel like a lot of people are going through this. And August has its really, it feels very comforting and very vibrant and warm if we can allow ourselves to surrender to whatever's happening for us. And I feel like it's happening for the people. I feel like there are certain individuals or people or even collectives, groups that have been calling this process in. And now it's kind of like it's here. Can we be present with the process? Because sometimes it's not always so pleasant for old wounds to come up or for things for us to remember old things, or, and it's about applying our wisdom and what we know and how we're going to handle it and how we're going to greet it and honor it. So it's a transformative month, and it's setting you up for what's to come, which is really beautiful. I know it is, because you had such beautiful, fulfilling cards that's coming up for you in the future. So August is going to be a prep month. So it's kind of maybe a month for a lot of downtime. If you can find downtime, like creating that for yourself, if you can find time to sit and meditate or rejuvenate, or if you can find time to go get a healing session done with an energy healer or talk to somebody. Just not because you need someone to talk to necessarily, but just to kind of release in any way that you can find a way to release stagnant energy that doesn't need to be there. And I don't feel like it's so much about understanding it, I feel like you, for the most part, a lot of you have done the work to understand so much of your life. And I think that it's more about just not really letting that energy sit there anymore. So it's not so mental, I feel like. It's more about like surrendering to letting the body release the energy and the emotions to just flow out. So you can just kind of, so you don't have to hold on to it anymore. You'll feel a lot lighter. Like in that moment, it's like working out. When you're working out, it's awful, right? Like it doesn't feel so good. I mean, well, actually after a while, it starts to feel wonderful. But, in the beginning, when you first start exercising, it's like you're required to move your bodies in ways or exercise the muscles that you've never, and it kind of hurts and doesn't really feel so great. But afterwards, you feel really good. You feel lighter, you feel better, more flexible, your health is getting better. It's kind of like that, but on a spiritual level. Okay. I think that's all I see for you guys in August. Have a wonderful month of August, Pisces. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if this reading really resonated with you, as it's so helpful for the channel. And I'm so grateful for all your support. And I will see you for September. Bye, Pisces.